Osprey fans, my name is Mike Matisse with Osprey Productions. I'm here at the UNF Golf Complex, and I'm interviewing freshman Nick Gabrelcik. Nick, say hi to your fans.
Hi, how's everybody doing?
Today we're going to talk about Nick's previous success at the Timuquana Collegiate, locally here in Jacksonville at Timuquana Country Club. And then a little later we're going to talk about his next tournament at TBC Sawgrass, the Seabest Intercollegiate. Nick, tell me a little bit about Timuquana and how things went there.
It was my first time playing Timuquana in a collegiate event with a team, so was a little bit nervous in the beginning, but just having coaches and my teammates around me really made me comfortable and ultimately play well.
Yeah, I mean, with Nick's finish tied for fourth, he led the team. Tell me about your 3 rounds. What did you shoot?
Shot 72, 69, 67. Struggled in the first day, which was 36 holes, going in 18 bunkers, fairways, and greens. But just other than that, played well, hit greens, made a few putts. Just the first round scrambled a little bit more than I would have liked, and I guess I was a little bit nervous on the first tee, more than I've been in really any other event, playing my first college event. But like I said, my teammates were around me, made me more comfortable, and ultimately had a great week.
Yeah, I mean, being your first college event, their nerves were there, but you handled it pretty well with 72 and 69. And then talk a little bit about your last day, 67, leading the tournament with a low score.
The last round, it was a good round. I hit every green, probably every fairway, maybe missed 1 or 2, and then just no 3 putts, 2 putts, went bogey free, made 5 birdies, just ultimately played well. Everything was clicking. I got to a point, I think it was my 16th hole, that I saw we were tied for the lead after I birdied, so I was like, all right, maybe we birdie the last 2 and maybe have a shot at winning as a team. Unfortunately, it didn't work out as I planned, but hopefully this week things go a little bit different.
Yeah, still a great finish for you and the team. Team came in 4th place, and Nick also came in 4th place. Nick, tell me a little bit about the previous week at Timuquana, what you can take from that and put it into play at TBC.
I can just take my ball striking. I put in 2 new woods this week that I got comfortable with, and just take what I've always relied on, just hitting fairways, hitting greens, playing smart, and using my coaches as backup to rely on for advice and just keeping me calm throughout the day.
All right. Now, at Timuquana, you only played it once, the practice round. That was your first time playing. At TBC on the Valley course, how many times have you played that course?
Probably around between 10 and 15 times.
There you go. So you guys have a little more experience going into this tournament, which should prove for a little bit more success. We'll see. How about the conditions? Let's talk about the conditions for this tournament. It's going to be cold and windy, right?
Yeah, it's going to be around 58 tomorrow, blowing 20 consistently, so ball striking is going to be key, just working your way around the golf course, playing smart, and just not making too many big mistakes.
I mean, that's something you do well. You ball strike, as you said, you hit 18 greens in the final round of the last event. Let's talk about the putting surfaces. Can you bring any similarities from the putting surfaces of your last event to this event?
The green speeds are a little bit similar. I mean, valleys might be a little bit quicker, but luckily we're getting greens books for the 2 courses that really help just getting lines and ultimately helping you make more putts.
Yeah.
So I'm going to rely on those a little bit more than I probably should, but ultimately they help me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, the greens book, it tells you yardage, it gives you some of the reads on the greens, and ultimately maybe might shave 1 or 2 shots off your game, so that's a nice thing. Let's talk a little about this dynamic for the tournament at TBC. You guys are playing with your teammates instead of playing with other schools. Can you talk about that a little bit?
It's going to be a little bit easier. Obviously I've played with my teammates a bunch, so just the comfort level's there, and then we have Coach Schroeder going to be with our group mainly, and just I don't think I'll be as nervous as I was at Timuquana this week, just with how comfortable I am with my teammates and coach. So I think it'll be a little bit easier to start off my day.
Yeah, so your nerves might be a little lessened playing with your teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. All right, we're gonna do a little rapid fire round. I'm gonna list off a couple quick questions, and you're gonna answer them the best you can.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather have steak or chicken?
Steak.
Driver or putter?
Driver.
Would you rather have great lies in the fairways or fast greens?
Great lies and fairways.
Do you listen to music before you play?
In the car, but not during my warm up.
What would you listen to?
I put my playlist on shuffle, so it's a mixture of everything.
Everything, a little bit of everything. And then lastly, if you were to have a victory, where would you go to celebrate for a meal?
We'll go Outback Steakhouse.
Outback Steakhouse, a nice steak dinner.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty good. All right, well, thanks for listening, Nick. Thanks for your time.
Thanks for having me.
As always, tune in next week for our next interview with maybe another member of the UNF golf team. But for now, swoop.